shook when Reeves and the ledge. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Get out, get out.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Gun. Gun. Here we go, get there, let's go, get out, get out. Hey, we're going right there, we're going right there. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes, right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They get it to him running left. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Gone!
They'll go with the keeper. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Cooper was the target there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Following the interception, Mayfield is going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott now from the 50. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll throw again. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good. You got 46. You got 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
47. 26. 26.
Now Elliott. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Swing to the fit, right. To the right. Switch to third.
Prescott yet again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Stephen Hauschka for the point after.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit the tackle to Chris Covington, 6th-round pick in 2018.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Switch. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Gun! Set! 319! 319!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Right there.
Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Now Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Now, here we go, 47. Here you go. Switch. Switch and A. Switch and A. 26. 26.
Prescott on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Barney, Barney.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. I got you, boy.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we'll head down to our... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Prescott now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Here we go 46. Here we go 46. Here we go 46, 46. 26. 26.
Second down, Prescott. And an alley to run. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. All right, hey. Get out. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. All right, hey.
third down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
46, 46.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Swing number 10, right.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. We go 46. 26. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and I think the Browns got it. They did. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their 38.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That's caught out left by Perriman. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
46.
Prescott to throw it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Then it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
1st down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They're running it. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Like 56. Spike 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hey, watch the ball! Watch the ball!
1st down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Get out. There we go. Wide 8.
Mike. Come on.
26.
On second down, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go, 46.
Take 4.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.